In 2025 and beyond, the winners in this new AI business arms race that's opened up in front of us won't be the marketers, product designers or developers. They'll be the businesses that grasp and implement data strategies like the one I'm going to outline in this video. Over the past few years, I've worked with a select number of large enterprise companies that have collectively spent over $30 million on AI and marketing technology and consulting. And the thing that unites all of the projects I've worked on is their focus on data. We've had legends of the online business community like Dan Priestley and Gary Vaynerchuk talk about how every company is a media company in the age of social media, and that everything that happens in any business is always downstream of lead generation. Well, now in this new era that we're entering, every company is a data company too, whether they realize it or not. Media code and capital are the ultimate forms of leverage, but you dampen their impact without a solid data collection strategy underpinning it all. In this video, I'm going to share an easy to implement data strategy that will save you and your business a significant amount of time and money, and make your business so much more impactful. So many of the clients and prospects that I'm working with are missing this, and so I wanted to make this video to set the record straight. If we haven't met, I'm Dec. I previously worked on AI consulting and engineering projects at Google, OpenAI and Zoom at one of the UK's leading startups, and I'm ex-Salesforce Marketing Cloud and IBM. I'm building my AI-powered marketing agency, Belgrade AI, and sharing what I'm up to and the useful things that I'm learning, well hopefully they're useful, on this channel. If that sounds interesting, or you want to help a small business like mine grow, click the like button or consider subscribing. So here's the strategy. The most important thing for any business, other than actually having a good product or service at the heart of it, but that's not what we're talking about here, is lead generation. Everything comes downstream of lead generation. Now, as I'm sure you've probably heard a lot of people already say, lead generation, when you think about it, only comes down to 4 key formats. That's either warm outreach, where you reach out to people you already know and make them aware of your product, service or offer. Cold outreach, where you reach out to people that don't know you, cold contacts. Paid ads, so that's where you run or kind of pay someone to kind of amplify your message. Maybe it's a billboard or kind of social media ads. And then of course, organic content created on social media. That's any form of social media. And what we're talking about here is when you run paid ads or create content on social media. And when you think about media code and capital that I mentioned earlier, which are the kind of the highest forms of leverage, as in if you create a piece of media, like say this video, I create it once and then it can be potentially shown to hundreds or even thousands or millions of people, as well as code. So that's kind of software, or now this kind of AI solutions. What that does is you kind of create it once and then you're able to kind of amplify its impact and kind of reach out and kind of impact lots of different people. But like I say, the data strategy that I'm talking about here applies more to these kind of inbound sources that you get from posting on social media or kind of running paid ads, which in my opinion is a gold standard for business leads. I found, like I say, I spent about 10 years working in sales, IBM, Salesforce and at this startup. And always the best clients to work with and the most kind of fruitful ones that come to you or they reach out to you. There's a very kind of different dynamic in the relationship, because instead of you reaching out to somebody and trying to interrupt them in their day or trying to demonstrate to them that your product or service or offer can have a positive impact on their business operation or some kind of transformation, they're coming to you having already kind of done some research and being kind of product or solution aware of what you can offer and wanting to find out more information. And that completely changes the dynamic of the conversation, because all of a sudden you're not kind of chasing people, instead they're coming to you. Dan Priestley speaks about this a lot in his book Oversubscribed, which is a brilliant book that I highly recommend you check out. But effectively, if you can get to a stage where people are coming to you, that's brilliant. So a lot of my clients and friends and people who I work with who have got some kind of reputation or following on social media, they're kind of doing that to promote their business or service or whatever it is that they're building or promoting. But what I typically find is that they're really focused on building their subscriber numbers or followers and likes and engagement, all that kind of stuff, which is great. But what they're not doing is capturing the information of the people who are engaging with their platform, especially the short form platforms like Instagram or TikTok. And so a lot of people I come across aren't utilizing or creating good, juicy lead magnets aimed at their target ICP, that's ideal customer profile, in order to kind of collect those email addresses or phone numbers or whatever it is, and then kind of continue to provide value to them. And this is such a big mistake, because I know I've spoken with people who spend all this time and money and effort trying to kind of create that viral reel or kind of get that moment where all of a sudden something clicks and they get a lot of eyeballs and a lot of attention. But if you get all of that attention, but you've got no way of kind of capturing the email addresses or phone numbers or whatever it is, It kind of comes and then it goes. So what you want to do, and it's so important, is have a really kind of clear idea of who your avatar or ICP, ideal customer persona or profile is, that you want to kind of sell or provide a service to and serve. And once you've kind of got that clear knowledge, create a really high quality, juicy lead magnet that is a real kind of knockout punch and delivers as much value as possible to your target ICP. And so then as you start to kind of create content or run paid ads or whatever it is to try and get those inbound leads, if you have this kind of high value lead magnet that really appeals to those people that you want to serve, as soon as they're aware of that, hopefully they're then going to want to jump on and they'll quite happily kind of give you their email address in exchange for whatever it is. So for example, for me, I'm trying to help business owners utilize AI and kind of implement AI into their business and make it more effective. So I've got a lead magnet linked down below if it's of interest, which is where I share some of the best AI tools for business. But yeah, ultimately, you want to make sure that you create some really juicy lead magnets that people are happy to give you their email address for. Even in 2025, they say that the majority of business takes place in people's email inboxes rather than kind of on a social media platform. And what's more, like I say, if it changes or it goes down, you've still got access to all of their emails. The other thing to think about too is WhatsApp. So one of the systems I've been building out with my agency is a kind of a system that reaches out to cold leads. So if you've collected somebody's phone number and you're not engaging with them, you can send a WhatsApp message, just kind of sparking up a conversation. It's kind of AI powered and kind of, again, provides value. That's the key focus of it, to provide value. And then if it makes sense to kind of have a conversation or you've got the right product or service or offer to match to them, you can then make the recommendation only if it makes sense. But again, the kind of focus is on providing additional value and serving those people who you've already got. But yeah, WhatsApp's got a really high engagement rate, so that's quite a powerful tool and thing to be aware of as well. And once you collect these email addresses or phone numbers or whatever it is, something else to point out, which is a real bonus of these kind of AI-powered marketing systems that companies like mine are building and kind of offering, is that you get that kind of speed to lead. So as soon as you kind of collect an email address or phone number, you're able to kind of reach out instantly and kind of a lot quicker than if you were a human to kind of engage and continue speaking with them. Again, kind of providing value and just kind of moving them hopefully further down your funnel, but ultimately kind of making sure that everything is value focused. And now if you want to find out other ways of generating higher quality traffic to your offer, you can watch my video here. Thanks, and I'll see you there. Peace.